In this video, you'll learn how to set up stock and also maintain the stock items you have in your uniform shop. So to get started, we need to click on the stock button or stock option on the side here, and this will bring you to the screen where you can add your stock and also maintain it if they're already there. Just remember, before you start adding stock, you will require a supplier, and you will definitely require at least one category before you can add them to the system. So if we click on the add button, let's do something simple like a hat. Let's cost $25. Let's say we on-hand quantity is how much you've got in your on your shelf ready to sell. The supplier is who is providing in this case, the hat, and the supplier code is the code that you will that the supplier uses to specify that hat. So let's say they had a code hat blue 01 or something like that. That way, when you order more hats from your supplier, that's the code it will specify, so they know which one to give you. And let's say the cost price is about $15. Okay, and then we save that. Okay, so now we have our first stock item. It's not completely set up yet, but the majority is done. If we click on this, now this is probably the most complex screen in the system. This is setting up and maintaining your stock items. So there are a few different styles of stock items. There are the standard type where you've just got a single item. There are ones that have different sizes, which you can choose here. And there's also packages, which is made up of stock items. So it's more like if a child is starting the school, you might have a new student pack which has all the different items they need to start school. So we're just starting with the simple one, which is the hat. That doesn't have different sizes, so we don't need to touch this yet. So the other options you've got here is obviously the discount, which is just you can either put a dollar amount or a percentage in there if that's what your discount is. The minimum quantity is what you want to have on your shelf at any one time. So it's used when you're reordering stock from your suppliers. You'll find it in the purchaser screen here. When you run an automatic purchase order, it will renew your stock that is required to reach this minimum quantity. So say this minimum quantity was 10 and you've only got 7. If we ran a purchase order now for this supplier, it would order another 3 hats to get us back up to 10. If you have 10 or more hats, then it just won't order anything. Now, then we come to the location. This is just basically where it's located in your uniform shop. So say shelf 4. Some people have like grids where they have rows and columns for which are your shelves, and they call them like A1, A2, B3, whatever. It's totally up to you how you name your locations within your uniform shop. The barcode, if you just click on if you zap your barcode here on the clothing item, it'll enter it in here, and that way later in when you're using the POS system, it will add it to the card if you zap that barcode that matches there. You've then got your supplier, the supplier code, and the cost price for us. Now, on top of that, you have your category, which or categories. You can have as many categories as you want. So for that, let's say summer uniforms. So you just select that out, hit save. And so now that's in that summer uniforms category. You could also add to winter uniforms, whatever category, however many different categories you got, you can add it to as many as you like. And that way, that item will appear in that category when they look at it on the website. Now, the last item is your description. You can just say standard school hat. Just, whatever you want. This is HTML, so it'll handle any kind of font sizes, colors, whatever you like. You can, add titles and, change that to, say, a heading, so you see it gets bigger and so forth. And whatever you put there will appear on the website when they look at this stock item. So if we save the, oh, now the last thing is the images. You can see here on Manage Images, which is how you add images for this stock item. When you click on there, you see you get this screen, which this slide shows you what images you currently have, and this is for adding new images. So we will add the hat image. And so you see it adds it to the list here. You can remove it if you like, and you can obviously add more images if you like. So when we close out, we've got our hat there, and oh, didn't save the actual text here. Standard school hat, and I'll just do that title again. Okay, so we will save that. So just make sure we go back in. Yep, that's still there. Got the hat. Got all the other information we want. Oh, didn't do that. And shop 4. Save that. Okay. So if we now go to the website, we should be able to refresh. Hang on, I've got to go back to the main site. Okay, so you can see our summer uniforms, and there's the hat in there, and then you see there's the description and the title, whatever we put there. So the user can now add it to their cart, and off they go. So the next type of stock is size stock. So say pants, shirts, dresses, they come in different sizes, size 10, size 12, size 14. So you don't want to have a different stock item for each separate size. So this system allows you to just create one stock item and specify the different sizes it comes in. So let's say shorts, for example. Not that, shorts. Sell price for $20 on hand quantity. Let's say we have 3 of them. Supplier, same one again. Whatever that'll do for the code. Let's say it costs $12. Save that. Okay, so now we have our shorts in, but it's still set up as a single item. We need to have it as different sizes. So all we do is we click on this option here, and you'll see a lot of the options here have disappeared, but that's because it's created this item here where you can add stock sizes. So if we add one of those, now let's say size 10, quantity, this is what you've got on hand. So let's say we've got 5 in size 10. We could put the supplier code, sorry for that. So let's say shorts dash 10, whatever. It's whatever your supplier uses to identify it. Cost price, whatever your supplier is charging you for it. Minimum quantity, so this is what we were talking before, where it will reorder more of size 10 if it gets under, say, we'll call it, make the minimum quantity 10. So we have 5. If we did the order, it would order 5 of size 10. We can set which location the shorts in size 10 are on, and the barcode for the shorts in size 10. So there we go. We have one of our items set up for size 10. I'm just going to save things so I don't lose anything that I'm working on. Yeah, we would still need to add a category. So let's say summer there, save, and our shorts description. Okay, so we can then say add another stock size. So let's say size 12. Quantity, let's say we have 3 on hand. Supplier code shorts 12. Cost price, obviously the same in most cases. Minimum quantity, let's say we want 10 of those as well. Location, shelf 2, and a different barcode for it. And so now we have 2 sizes for the shorts. We also need to manage the images. So let's add that. So let's say that's shorts. So now we've got one image for the shorts, and as I said before, we can also add, say, a second image, and then you'll see you've got 2 separate, I think they almost look very identical, those two. Anyway, so if we close that, we've got our our images and everything's set up. So if we go back to our website now, homepage, summer uniforms, there's our shorts, and we can pick size 10 or 12 because that's what we've set up, and the user can choose how many. Description, oh, I obviously didn't save that. Shorts description, save, and we go back and shorts description. So that's what's involved in setting up, the majority of your stock. The only other item you need to know is when you add, you can do packages. So let's say new student package. We'll say we're selling that for $60. You don't really need to worry about on-hand quantities because it works that out based on the items in there. You've got the supplier. Still, once again, doesn't matter. You don't even need to set any of these things because they're not going to be required once you switch it to a package stock item. So we got a new student package. So in this case, we choose package. So now when we choose package, we have this extra item here where we can add a package item. So this is where we can choose the items that are going to be in the package. So say it comes with a hat. We say how many in the package. Let's say 1 in the package, and essentially the price we're charging for that hat in the package. So yeah, you can see it's already $25 for that, so that's fine. So we hit add to order. So now I've got the hat in there. Actually, I think we should set the price because you might set a discount for them because it's a package. Okay, so that's the hat in there. If we add now, say, shorts, you could see that in the case of shorts, you want them to select the size that they need. So you don't need to select any of that items, but you might say in the package, it comes with 2 sets of shorts, and they cost $20 each in this package. And so now you've got the shorts with 2 and 20. So if we save that, if we go back to our website, I did not put it in a category, so it's not going to appear anywhere. So let's put this one in the winter uniform, so it's on its own. Okay, so we will go back to this and home. We'll go to winter. If we go back to home, we've got uniform. And so now you see when you go into the student package, we have the hat and we have the shorts, and the person has to choose what they're what size they need for their student. And this quantity is the number of packages. So if they bought 2 of these, so the package is $60. If they bought 2, then it would be $120, and they would be getting 4 shorts and 2 hats. So yes, that's how you can set up your packages for the new students or any other type of package you want to set up.